compare with the reality of Jaws. Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, Richard Dreyfuss, Jaws.
We are with you with Jaws. Exactly Jaws movie franchise cast then and now. Be with us. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and leave a comment for free. This is Movie Tube. Do you remember the iconic Jaws cast? Steven Spielberg's timeless masterpiece, Jaws, has scared generations into staying out of the water. Arguably, the biggest star of this trailer is the mechanical shark, aka Jaws. But oddly enough, the shark only has 4 minutes of screen time. Can you believe that? For most of the movie, all the audience sees is Jaws' famous fin ominously cruising just above the waterline. Although, in the end, you do get a pretty good look at him as he is chopping away at the boat. Yeah, it seems that a bigger boat would have definitely come in handy. And who could forget the score by John Williams? A remarkably simple yet deeply impactful composition consisting of basically 2 notes, E and F. Even people who haven't seen the movie know what's up when they hear the impending music. Yes, Jaws is widely considered to be one of the greatest films of all time, still scaring audiences decades after its release. Today, we are looking back at legendary cast that made his amazing film the timeless classic that it is. Roy Schneider, or Chief Martin Brody. All hail the Chief. While Roy's acting career actually began in 1951, he really soared to fame with the 1975 trailer Jaws. Given the success of the first film, he would go on to star in its sequel Jaws 2 as well. But Jaws is not the only classic film Roy took part in. He also starred in The French Connection alongside Gene Hackman, which won a whole slew of Oscars, including Best Pictures, Best Film Editing, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Actor for Hackman, and Best Director for Scheider. Was nominated for Best Supporting Actor, but lost to Ben Johnson's performance in The Last Picture Show. That's okay, it's an honor just to be nominated, right? Robert Joe as Quint. We all remember Quint, the tough-as-nails shark hunter who ultimately gets grabbed up by the humongous shark we all
Nothing
know and
but a shark
well
is gonna
love. Our Kent is a
lifeless
classically
eyes,
trained actor
black
that
eyes
spent
like
his
a
younger
doll's
years
eye.
in the Royal Shakespeare Company.
When he comes at
His
you, doesn't
experience
seem to be
came in
living.
handy as he was nominated
bites
for
you.
an Oscar for his role as Henry VIII in the film A Man for All Seasons in 1966, which actually ended up winning Best Picture. Richard Dreyfuss as Hooper. The last surviving crew member of the Orca, Hooper, was played by the legendary Richard Dreyfuss. Dreyfuss was born in Brooklyn but moved to California at a young age and was acting on television as young as 15. But he really became a star in 1973 with his role as Kurt Henderson in the George Lucas directed film American Graffiti. Lauren Gray, or Lauren Gary, as Ellen Brody, wife of Chief Brody. Lauren, one of our 15 fabulous people of the 1970s, is best known as Ellen Brody, the doting wife to Roy Scheider character. While her acting career isn't nearly as expansive as her co-stars, she did have a few notable film roles, including Never Promised You a Rose Garden in 1977 and a recurring role in the TV series Ironside from 68 to 73. Murray Hamilton as Mayor Larry Vaughan. Enter the mayor of Amity, who insisted on keeping the beaches open for the 4th of July in the wake of great white shark attacks. Remember, we have a video about best movies about 4th of July. You can coming soon video in the future. Please subscribe this channel to be stay tuned. Aside, back to our video and this content. Aside from Jaws, he was also best known for his roles in Anatomy of the Murder in 1959, Hustler in 1961, Graduate in 1967, and the very memorable The Amityville Horror in 1979. Carl Gottlieb as Meadows. If you remember correctly, Carl Gottlieb played the role of Meadow in the film, but he actually had a much bigger role behind the camera of Jaws. He's actually best known for co-writing the script for the successful movie. That's not the only project he's writing for. He's also been a writer for Smoother's Brothers Comedy Hour, the Mama Cast television program, and the Bob Newhart Show. And of course, he also wrote the script for Jaws 2. Not to mention co-writing with Mr. Steve Martin, one of the best comedies of all time, on The Jerk. Jeremy Kramer, the P.O.T. Hendricks. Jeffrey Kramer played the role of the P.O.T. Hendricks, but similar to Gottlieb, he too has a very important background in the behind-the-scenes making of films. Kramer is a very successful producer in film and TV, co-producing two incredibly popular TV shows, The Practice and Ally McBeal. His role as Hendricks, however, was only his second acting credit according to his IMDb. Susan Backlinie, Chrissy Watkins. You may remember Susan Backlinie as Chrissy Watkins, the very first shark attack victim at the beginning of the film. She's known for being a stunt woman, an important part of the job. Her very first acting credit was in Jaws, and she went on to have small one-off roles in various TV series and films. Reports say that cast member Richard DeFus saw Susan being attacked by the shark on a daily basis while filming, and he told her it absolutely terrified him. Contrary to what many people may believe, Susan was internationally not warned when she was going to be pulled underwater to create genuine reactions of fear and surprise. It definitely worked not just for her, but to also invoke fear in others, which was Steven Spielberg's main goal as a director. In 2018, she was arrested on the charge of driving under the influence and failing failed sobriety exercises. She was 71 at the time and is now 76, staying under the radar as a computer accountant in Ventura, California. And at the end, can you believe it was been 48 years since Jaws was released? It continues to be go-to summer favorite to invoke total fear of beach vacations. So, tell us, were there any specific scenes that you remember vividly? Tell us now in the comments. We read them all as your friends in this channel, Moviee Too.